Me and the universe sitting in the dead grass. I don't really know where I should start. I guess I should say why I'm here. I'm around the street from where I'm staying, which is my mom's house. I'm back in my hometown. One of my best friends from that I've known since elementary school is getting married. It's always sort of surreal when like people you grew up with start becoming like an adult per se and getting married and having kids, because you kind of go through your childhood like you're always going to be a child and it'll always be games. Coming back here is always bittersweet because it's always nice to be by my family, but you know everything here and you know everybody here, so you sort of feel limited in some ways. Because everybody kind of sees you as they want to see you. And when you go somewhere new, like a new city, or you get out of your home, it's kind of like you can redefine yourself. I think I've said that before, actually. I just sort of feel like I have more freedom to express myself and be who I want to be. But it's definitely great to be back. My sister is having her second kid, so I'll be having a nephew soon. She has a little daughter, my niece. It's so much fun to watch how people develop, how they grow their personalities. It's interesting to see. There's nothing really that compares to that. Good point to kind of rethink things and rethink where I'm at and to try to find some inspiration. So I haven't been working on music for the past week, which is always good. I always like to take time off and then come back to it because you look at things with a new perspective. It's sort of like if you ever have like a really great album and then you don't listen to it for a while and then you listen to it again, you reform your relationship with it, which is kind of what I'm doing now. But I always do that. It's always fun to come back because you kind of feel like a new person again, a new artist. I just released a new song. It's called I Still Get High Sometimes, and it's sort of a sad song. It's more just real. You know, I've been trying to grow as an artist. I've been trying to grow my career. I've been trying to grow as a person, as a human, and kind of get rid of my bad habits and just become who I want to become. About like trying to find love and develop relationships, and I'm still not where I want to be at in all those things, and how just sometimes it kind of feels like you've been trying for so long but you haven't really made any progress. Yeah, and it's just kind of questioning yourself, like what the fuck am I doing, you know? Which I think everybody does, you know. At some point you just gotta sit back and be like, what the fuck am I doing here on this earth, and why am I choosing to do the things that I'm doing? It's a really simple song, but I love it. The verse in it is so good. Another day inside of my shell. Some days I feel like Raphael or Leonardo, but my art grow under a dark veil. Kobe, he runs the Phoenix Hip Hop Instagram page. He said, yeah, I really like the TMNT line. And I said, TMNT? I was talking about the artist. He said, oh, but you said another day inside of my shell. I was like, that's a great line. And I didn't even come up with it. But a lot of artists say, like, artists don't come up with things. They kind of pull it from the universe. You know, and these ideas are already there, but they kind of just pull them. And I agree with that completely, because sometimes I'm like writing things and I'm like, look back on it and I'm like, how did I come up with that, you know? An artist is like, doesn't really own their creations. They just kind of, they tap in to the creative sort of consciousness and pull from it. But yeah, the song's really good. It's very simple, but it's a great verse and a great hook. So yeah, check it out if you so please. So I think it's always good to think about the universe as a whole and consciousness as a whole. And I really feel like it's at a changing point. You know, things need to change, or not that they need to change, but they want to change. I think we all sort of want to live differently, and I think the universe sort of wants to live differently. And I definitely want to change. I definitely I want something new to happen. I want it to be a little more clear on where I'm going and what I'm doing. As an individual, you know, the things you think and the things you feel really represent just the universe as a whole. And I feel like we think a lot of the same thoughts at the same times, because we're all connected in some way. I know that sounds sort of like out there or whatever, but it's true. It's not true, but it's what I believe to be true. I don't know what we change into or what the next sort of step is, but I think we all kind of want change. I was thinking about this question the other day. What's the difference between uncontentment and ambition? Because ambition, if you say somebody has ambition, it's a good thing. But if you say someone is uncontent, it sounds like a bad thing. Although they sort of mean the same thing. A different way to put it would be, when does ambition become a bad thing? They're both the same question in a sense, but one may make more sense to you than the other. That's definitely a good question for me in my life right now, so chances are it's probably a good question for you as well. But yeah, peace.